7 Little Johnstons fans have never been big fans of Amber Johnston or Liz Johnston. However, many fans say that the mother and daughter are worse this season than they have ever been. So, what do fans have to say about this dramatic pair? 7 Little Johnstons fans have always hated Amber Johnston and Liz Johnston. When 7 Little Johnstons fans think of the expression, "The apple doesn't fall far from the tree," Amber Johnston and Liz Johnston are a perfect example of this. Liz is controlling just like her mother, and she has to have things her way. On a regular basis, fans often call Liz Amber Jr. As for Amber Johnston, she continues to meddle in the lives of her adult children. Most fans often say that Amber needs to take a step back and let her children live their lives. However, even now, that seems to be the last thing on her mind, as she continues to insert herself in their affairs. Liz Johnston does the same thing in scenes with Bryce Bolden. The way that 7 Little Johnstons season 15 scenes are unfolding so far, Liz Johnston uses that same controlling behavior in the way that she manages Bryce Bolden. While having baby Layden around can be stressful at times, most fans agree that it's even worse for Bryce, who is not just under a microscope with Liz, but also under one with Amber as well. One example of Liz recently taking the wind out of Bryce's sails was when she refused to drink alcohol when the pair went out for their date night. Not only did Liz not have a good night out, but she also told Bryce that this was something they could only do once in a while, and not regularly. However, it seems he could not even do that without some stipulations imposed by Liz in the process. From the looks of it, Bryce merely wanted to blow off steam. 7 Little Johnstons fans weigh in on Liz and Amber this season. Recently, 7 Little Johnstons fans had a lot to say about Amber Johnston and Liz Johnston based on what watchers have seen so far in season 15. And many commenters did not hold back, either. One commenter said, "Amber and Liz are actually horrible this season, from Amber denying Trent to help out his dad in his final days to Liz a petty act. I really wish someone would put them in their place. If my partner expressed to me how they would like their parents to live with us during their final days, you best believe I would support them 100%. Another commenter added, "That's why they stay in their little bubble. People in the real world would set them straight so fast." A third commenter added, "Wish someone would go off on Amber and actually put her in her place, but I bet we won't ever see that." From putting rules down on Liz's house to controlling/holding Liz's baby 25/8. I'd pay to see it happen. What do you think about Amber Johnston and Liz Johnston this season? 7 Little Johnstons cast members Amber Johnston and Trent Johnston recently gave an update on their nephew following a horrific accident some time back. So, what did Amber say, and what does this recent update reveal regarding their nephew's condition? 7 Little Johnstons' relatives suffered horrific accident in 2024. For any 7 Little Johnstons fans who have not been keeping up with updates from the main family account online. Back in September of 2024, Amber shared an update on everything that happened, and the initial situation did not look good. Amber's nephew was in a horrific accident in 2024. At that time, Amber wrote, "The evening of July 19, our nephew was in a fender bender. As he was returning back to his car, he was struck by an SUV. He and the other driver got out to assess the damage. He sustained an aortic dissection, 14 broken ribs, cervical fracture, torn liver and spleen, orbital fracture, trimalleolar ankle fracture, and brain bleed." Amber went on to add, "Miraculously, he is alive. He suffered no brain damage. Due to his dwarfism chest anatomy, it is believed that is what saved his life. The journey continues to be long and windy, but we are grateful the journey exists and he's alive." As he says, for his 40th birthday, this week, he's over the hill, but he ain't through the woods yet. Celeb shares new update with family member based on the latest social media updates on this situation from the main 7 Little Johnstons account. Amber shared a pic with Trent Johnston and their family member in the hospital. However, the three of them are all smiles in the pic. So, it's safe to assume that the healing journey has gone well over the last few months. In addition to sharing the pic, Amber wrote in the caption, "Big day for our nephew tomorrow. Good thoughts are so appreciated." Amber has kept comments limited on her updates, and so have many of the 7 Little Johnstons family members. However, their nephew seems to be doing a lot better than he was a few months ago. She also kept the post vague enough to not give too much away. So, it's likely that there is good news related to his progress all of these months later. Whatever is going on, the fact that they are all smiling is certainly a good sign. Horrific 7 Little Johnstons ordeal has positive resolution with everything that this 7 Little Johnstons family member has been through. It's a miracle that he made it through, and that he appears to be in as good a shape as he is in. There's a good chance Amber will update her followers once again as more information on his progress becomes available. What do you think about this 7 Little Johnstons family member and his horrific injuries? However, at least for now, things seem to be in a good place.